Good morning. Welcome to the lecture on managerial economics. Today I am going to teach you about how to measure the price elasticity of demand. In the previous lesson, we have learned that we have learned much about the price elasticity and the price elasticity definition we have learned, and the various degrees of elasticity of demand also we have learned, and other types of elasticity, that is income elasticity, and that is cross elasticity, and substitution elasticity we have learned. Today we are going to learn about how to measure the price elasticity of demand. There are several methods used to measure the price elasticity of demand. The one is out of that I'll be explaining only three methods. One is total expenditure method, the other one is point method, the third one is the arc method. Okay, first, total expenditure method. This method measures the elasticity by examining the total expenditure made by the consumer on a commodity. Okay, now here is one example. This total expenditure method, we can see the price. We can see this is the price of the commodity, and then this is the quantity demanded, and this is the total expenditure. The total expenditure is always unit price into the number of quantity bought. Okay, and this is the elasticity that yeah, expenditure. Okay, and now with the price, there are three cases are there. This is case 1, and case 2, and case 3. In the first case, the when at 2 rupees, when the price of the quantity is at 2 rupees, the quantity the purchase was 2 quantity. Okay, 2 numbers, and the total expenditure was 4. But when the price is reduced to 1 rupee, now the quantity demanded, the quantity bought is 4. Now the total expenditure is 4. Here in this case, in the case 1, the total expenditure remains the same. This is also 4, this is also 4. That's why this elasticity of demand is equal to 1. Okay, for in the expenditure method. Now here, the second case, the price is fixed at 2, the quantity is bought is 2. Okay, then the expenditure is, total expenditure is equal to 4. When the price goes below to 1 rupees, the quantity demanded is 5. Then the total expenditure of that person is equal to 1 into 5 is equal to 1. Here in this case too, we can see the total expenditure of the person, it is increased from 4 to 5. That's why its EP value is equal to or is greater than 1. Here in this case, the price of the product and expenditure are in the opposite direction. Whenever the price goes low, the expenditure increases. Okay, when we see the third case, here the price is fixed at 2, now the quantities remains at 2, but when the price is reduced to 1 rupee, the quantity demanded is 3. Okay, and the total expenditure in both the cases, the first case is 4 and the second case is 3. See, here the total expenditure is reduced from 4 to 3. That's why EP value is less than 1, and the price of the product and the expenditure is in the lower, it's in the same direction. Okay, this is how we can see, we can measure the elasticity of demand through total expenditure method. Here is a graphical representation of total expenditure, and here is the price and the expenditure. Whenever it is, there are 3 segments are there from here to here. The price elasticity of demand is more than 1. That means whenever the price low, the expenditure goes up. but to some certain extent, no, the EP is equal to 1, means the irrespective of the price changes, the expenditure remains same. We are not here in this example, we are not taking the quantity demanded, but we are taking the expenditure of that particular person. Here in this case, the expenditure remains same, and again in this leg, the AP is equal to less than 1. That means expenditure is comes down. Okay. The second method is point method. The point method measures the elasticity at a specific point on the demand curve. See, this is a point. This is how we can calculate the measure the elasticity of demand through point method. Okay, this is from this diagram, this is the demand curve, and at 2 points, okay, we have taken point A and point B, and at the price, no, here the price is fixed at 10 rupees, and whenever the price changes, the demand is increased to Q1, and the demand is equal to initial demand was when the price was at P1, at this P is equal to the demand is 40, at P1 the demand is 46. Okay, now we can calculate the elasticity of demand, that is equal to change in quantity divided by change in price into initial price, that price by the quantity demanded, that is elasticity of price elasticity of demand is equal to percentage change in demand divided by percentage change in price. Now how will you calculate the percentage change in demand? Percentage change in calculate is calculated by change in demand divided by original demand into 100. Okay, and percentage change in price is equal to change in price by original price into 100. So at point A, change in demand is equal to 6 by, from that diagram we can see point A, the change in demand is equal to 40 minus 6 equal to 46 minus 40, that is 6. 6 by 40 into 100, that is 15%. That the corresponding change in price is equal to minus 1. 9 minus 10, that is minus 1 by 10 into 100, that is minus 100 by 10, that is minus 10%. Okay, then the price elasticity is equal to 15 divided by minus 10, that is minus 1.5. Okay, and at point P, the change in demand is equal to minus 6 by 46 into 100, that is minus 600 by 46, that is minus 13.04%. Change in price 1 by 9 into 100, that is equal to, this is 1 by means 10 minus 1, 10 minus 9, okay, into 100, that is 100 by 9, 11.11%. The price elasticity is equal to minus 13.04 divided by 11.11, that is minus 1.17. So on any straight line, the demand curve, the price elasticity will be different at different points. Now the last method is arc method. The arc method is used when there are large changes in both price and demand. It measures the elasticity over a range or interval on the demand curve, and therefore is also called interval elasticity. Okay, and it is an interval between 2 points. It is not at where in point method we have calculated the elasticity at different points on the curve, but here in this arc method we are calculating the elasticity over an interval, that is known as arc elasticity. Okay, why we are going for arc elasticity? There is lots of changes. Okay, there is a huge changes in the price and demand. The arc elasticity, that's why it is calculated by using the formula Q2 minus Q1 divided by Q2 plus Q1 into P2 plus P1 divided by P2 minus P1, where Q1 is the initial initial quantity demanded, Q2 is the final one, and the corresponding these are the prices. Okay, from this graph, P1 for P1 the quantity demanded Q1 that is at Q1. At P2 price the quantity demanded is Q2. Okay, we can take the example, original price equal to 10 rupees and new price is equal to 5 rupees. Okay, and the quantity, original quantity 200 units and the new quantity is 300 units. Now the arc elasticity of demand is calculated by 300 minus 200 divided by 300 plus 200 into 5 plus 10 divided by 5 minus 10, because we are substituting the values now from this example to this equation. That is equal to 100 divided by 500 into 15 minus 15 divided by minus 5. That is equal to 1 by 5 into 3 by minus 1, 3 by minus 5, that is equal to minus 0.06. And this is all about the methods of measuring the price elasticity of demand. They are the total expenditure method, point method, and arc method. Thank you.